Thank you. Thanks.
Could I ask a question?
Sure.
I'm not a Treasure Island resident, but so I'm just jump in here and say that.
Can you take her coffee? Get her out of here. Who invited her?
But I agree with you about Treasure Island. There's something about this place that's magical. It's not only the fact that it's at sea level and the light is just incredible, but it's the community. This is a community of really wonderful, smart people. And I've gotten to know a lot of folks personally, and I absolutely agree with you. Now, my questions are this. There are two of them. I'll ask both of them first. They're charging $115,000 for a parking space? That makes the top of my head blow off. And if I were a low-income person on this island, how in blue blazes would I pay $115,000 for a parking space? Now you're talking about $150,000.
Right.
So that makes my head blow off even more. Right. So,
well, here's the thing. One, I think this is what we're talking about is for market rate development. If you're coming on to this island, you know, some of the views on Yerba Buena Island, I think they're as better views of San Francisco than any place in San Francisco. Like there's going to be some wealthy people who are going to be, for whom that would be a drop in the bucket. Congestion pricing. Remember, this is about using the marketplace to discourage people from using private automobiles. We want to incentivize people to take transit, to take ferries, to use bike share, things. Obviously, we need to have better transportation infrastructure to do that. But if we're going to incentivize that, my gripe is, I think it's more equitable that if we're the people who have market rate housing, if we're going to discourage them from driving, a $5 toll is not going to do it. $150,000 or $115,000, you know, like depending on what number you put it there, then maybe they'll think, you know what, I'm going to keep my Tesla parked downtown. I'll commute here. That way I'm not clogging up the island, or the bridge, or the island.
Thinking more about the people who live here.
Who live here now?
Yeah, who have cars.
Yeah.
And somebody at the town hall meeting pointed out that they need a car.
Yeah.
There was a situation where this woman had to take her son to the hospital. So people on the island do need cars.
I mean, here's the thing. As we talk about investments, we're talking about the investments that are going to be made in Treasure Island. The thing that I'm going to fight to remind people of is that the communities who've lived here 15 years, some all their lives, they've made an investment here. So that's why I think when we talk, the one thing I will say that about the tolling structure for the bridge is, or for at least it does grandfather in the people who have made commitments to live here and are created the community here. So I think there's a way to do that equitably, where we're taking care of the people who are already here. You know, earlier when I talked about making sure that we don't repeat the mistakes of years past by displacing people, that's what I'm talking about. I think the people who are here already, while...
But I think you're opening up another mistake, that we haven't done it before.